Hello. So I'm back. I'm gonna do the Bookish boxes and Buzzwords tag. I was tagged by Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I was tagged probably like last year to do this tag, and it's an original tag from for her. She did the tag. I don't know what to say, but yeah, I was tagged to do it along with a lot of other people. So I'm finally getting around to doing it. So here we go. I'm not quite sure how many questions. I think it's 10. Yes, you have 10 questions, and then there's two bonus questions. So, yes. Here we go. First question is your go-to genre or favorite type of book. And my favorite is romance. I love romance, any kind of romance. Except not historical romance. I'm not really big in that, but romance. And then women's fiction type of books. I don't necessarily mean something wrote by women, but basically something wrote that mainly women will read. Okay, retellings you're drawn to. Beauty and the Beast. That's really the only retellings that I think I've ever read is that. I might have read some loosely based Cinderella retellings, because like people that are in a bad situation, or someone that's in a low whatever, and then somebody rich or somebody famous they meet them and they fall in love, and then their life is better. That kind of thing, maybe. If you, I guess that's Cinderella or something, or meeting a prince or something. I've read that, so yeah, I'd say Cinderella as well as Beauty and the Beast. Um, Lifestyle or careers of the book characters, and usually it's characters that own their own business is what I pretty much like. Where like the book I'm reading now, there's four main characters and it's a series, and each book focuses on a different character, and they all own a wedding planning business together. So that there's another one where the person owns a yard store or shop or whatever, an inn, a bookstore, a bakery, a thrift store, an antique store, second-hand store. Oh, and I'm looking down because I've got the questions and answers wrote in a notebook, and I'm trying to see them. So, yeah, any kind of business where the person owns their own business is what I really like. But I've read stuff where people are lawyers and just different stuff like that. So, not always they own their own business. Okay, places or settings you're drawn to. I like small towns, and I also like big cities. Like I've read books that take place in New York or Chicago, places like that, or like big cities. I'm trying to think of a place. I don't know if Charlotte, North Carolina. I don't know if that's a big city, but yeah, or Charleston. I know Charleston is a thing. I like farm. I like that as a setting. I like. There's some books that I've read that are a neighborhood within a big city or within a city. Like there's one, it's called the Blossom Street series, and that just focuses on Blossom Street, which is each book focuses on a different shop on that street. So I really like it. It's good. That's by Debbie Macumber. Um, an old house. There's been a few books I've read that are either about a house or an older house, and I really like that. The beach as a setting, I like. Um, Different places, a garden as part of a book. Um, just different places like that. Relationships you enjoy reading about. Any family relationship, like either children and parents or parents and children, mother daughter, mother son, father daughter, um, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, anything like that, grandparents, yeah, stuff like that. And I like books where they have more than one generation. Like some books have like two or three, or usually it's only like three generations, and they may be in different timelines. That's interesting. I like when people start out like it's a romantic relationship, but they start out as friends and then it turns romantic. Um, I love when people reconnect with someone from the past, like a friend or a family member or like somebody that they used to be in a romantic relationship with and they reconnect and there's a romantic relationship then in the present. Um, I like friendships, any kind of friendships. I like with animals. I like when people have animals or something. I think that's kind of cool. And I like, yeah, that. Okay, buzzwords in the title of the book. Okay, there's a lot of them. Magic, like the magic of ordinary days, things like that, or magical words like fairy or um, I don't know. I'm trying to think, and right now I'm blanking on any magical words. I should have wrote the magical words down. Um, Maybe like magic or special or magical or magician. No, not magician. Um, if it's like there's some books that are have like certain people that are magic, like witch or witches or wizard or fairy godmother, stuff like that. Um, I like family or family member names like sister or dad or something like that when there's a family member name. A season like summer, fall, winter, spring, yeah, you know the season. Or a holiday or an art or craft in the title. Like there's one book, it's crochet. I don't know, it's a murder. It's a cozy mystery. And it's something to do with crocheting, but it's got the word crochet in the title. So I don't remember the name of the book. I should have wrote it down, but I don't remember it. I think it was a book I got from the library. Um, Something else. Names like Summer's Dilemma or well, that seems like you're saying the season. Maybe Jessica's Dilemma or I don't know. I can't even think. Oh goodness, I can't. I really can't think right now. Um, or a holiday item like a Christmas tree or a pumpkin or I don't know, Christmas ornament or like a cookie or maybe I don't know, can't think right now. The word romance, the word wedding, gosh, the word love, um, either the word flower or specific flower names like Rose or Daisy or Daisy or Rose as a name of a person. An actual place, either an actual place like New York or Texas or Montana or something like that, or an actual city like Chicago or San Francisco or something like that, or the name of a thing like Bridge or Golden Gate Park or I don't know, ballpark or something. Beach. I like beach. I like fictional places. Like if there was a book called Hogwarts, or there's a book called The Wizard of Oz. Oz is the place and it's fictional. Different things like that. Okay, number 7 is things on book covers that draw you in. Okay, a nature scene, any kind of person on the cover, or a child on the cover. A magical scene, like someone using magic, or like a magical something happening, like a wand with sparks, or like you can see sparks, or you can see like the element of magic being done. You know how they do it with the little lines coming off, or whatever, or like the smoke or whatever, or something like that, or like, let's see, what else? A holiday something that's a holiday, like, I don't know, like a holiday parade. Maybe it's a 4th of July parade, or it's a Christmas parade, or maybe you've got a living room that it's all decorated for Christmas, or maybe it's an outside that's decorated for Christmas, or um, just different stuff like that, or something romantic, like it could be a table set romantically with like candlelit dinner or something, or two people kissing, or I don't know, hearts and flowers, just kind of looking romantic. Um, Flowers, a house, like a scene with like a house and maybe the front yard or backyard. Um, the beach. Um, and art or craft, like a lot of cozy mysteries are like quilting mysteries, and they'll have a quilt on the front, or it'll have like they're like a sewing mystery, and it'll have like a needle and thread, and maybe a sewing machine, or maybe it'll have like a workroom with a sewing machine, and like maybe a dress form and stuff. Um, Maybe it'll have like a thing of yarn and some knitting needles or a crochet hook. Um, it might have some are like hobby related, like you'll have a crossword puzzle and a pen. Um, stuff like that. Um, I already said flowers. A dog or a cat. Um, insects, like cute little insects, like if there's like a flower or something and there's like a butterfly on it, or if you just got like not spiders, I don't like spiders, ladybugs, caterpillars, roly-polies, cutesy little stuff, any kind of cutesy little thing like that, yes. Probably not all, but that's all I'm going to take the time to talk about right now. Number 8. I've already used like 16 minutes. So, yeah. Number 8. Nonfiction buzzwords. Type of nonfiction you're drawn to. Anything to do with crocheting or mixed media or sewing. Yeah, I like those. With those words, or like paint or artist or creativity. I like that. Um, any kind of devotional book. If it says devotional, because I'm a Christian, so I like devotional books. Um, uh, cookbooks with like words like easy, um, easy meals, or slow cooker meals, or 4 or 5 ingredient meals, stuff like that, or just from like a church. If it's like a church cookbook and it has the name of the church, I like that. Um, what else do I like? Cookbook wise would be maybe something dessert wise, maybe it's easy desserts or something like that, or something like I don't know, marinades or dressings or different stuff, or a holiday cookbook. I like a holiday cookbook. Um, and like books with facts, like something they didn't teach you in school. That might be like the title, facts you didn't learn in school, or um, Guinness Book of World Records. Those books, I love those. Or Ripley's Believe It or Not, or what else? Any books that have tips or crafty ideas or DIYs, um, and stories or stuff, and stuff like that. Um, 9 would be medical or physical conditions of characters. I don't really know, and I don't really care about this. It's not really something I ever think about. I'm never going into a book looking for that, and if it just happens to be in there, it happens to be in there. It's never something that'll stand out to me if it's in a book, but maybe somebody that has like a physical, a physical condition, maybe like I don't even know anything. Maybe cancer. That's the only thing that I can think of that I've ever really read anything of. I've read some things where people have. I read one book where a person had PTSD, but really, I don't. That's not like something big for me. The book and time of the year, or time in history, or time in the future that you're drawn to. And this is number 10. Any time of year, really. Just depends on the type of book it is. I like scary books that take place in the fall, at like Halloween time. I like Christmas books in the winter, set in the winter, and different stuff like that. I like contemporary books that are like set not I usually read books that are set 80s, 90s, or sometime in the 2000s. That's when they were wrote and that's when they're set. But I will go as far as the 50s, maybe. I think I've read one or two books that were set in the 40s, and then there's some books that I have read in the past that were like, um, I guess it was the 1800s. I'm not even sure. Like Little House on Prairie Time, that kind of time. And oh yeah, and I'm not real big on historical fiction. Usually, especially the last 10 years, I haven't, I don't think read anything. I've read a few that are the 50s, a few that are the 40s, and everything else has been 80s, 90s, and 2000s. And then bonus number one is any other bookish boxes or buzzwords not already mentioned. And just anything cozy, if it says cozy on it, this is especially like nonfiction. If it says cozy or it says warm or yeah, if it is that type of book, then that's what I'll go for. Like cozy mystery, yeah. And then what bookish boxes or buzzwords turn you away from a book? Anything that says war, I'm probably not gonna like if it's war, unless it's like if it says the War of 1812 and it's about like war, usually will be something that'll make me not read the back of the book. But if I do and I see that it's not talking about the war, like about the action in the war and all the whatever, like the fighting and all that kind of stuff, if it's other aspects of it, like life on a base or life of the people that are at home, um, or a person's life when they come back from war, stuff like that, I might read it, but about war, I'm probably not going to read. And anything too gory, if it's like the picture on the front is really gory, I'm not going to like it. If the picture on the front is about war, or it's too medical, or it's too like, if it's got anything to do with like being too overly scary, too scary, or too much, I'm probably not gonna like it. Or if there's blood, or it says the bleeding heart, or the blood sucking, or the this or that, I'm probably not gonna like it. And if there's cuss words in the title, I'm probably not gonna like it. And if I read the synopsis and it's got cuss words, I might not like it. And I'm probably not gonna like it if I read the first chapter and there's cuss words. I'm probably not gonna like it at all. So that's my bookish boxes and buzzwords tag. And like I said, I was tagged by Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Love Books. And I'm trying to think of anybody that I could tag, but anybody I think that I would tag has already. Okay, I'll tag Krista at Books and Jams if she hasn't already done this. And if she has, then okay, she tagged anyway. And who else? I'll tag Heather at Bookables. And let's see who else. I will tag. I can't think of anybody else. Gosh, why am I blanking? If there's anybody else that I tag, I'll leave them down below. But of course, anybody can do this book, do this tag if they want to. And yeah, so have a good day. Bye. Happy reading.